Hey friends out there in Facebook world, it's Rachel, obviously. I'm wearing eyeliner today. Sometimes when I don't wear eyeliner, I think, man, I should probably put a little eyeliner on. But you know, it's taken me a lot of years to actually be good, like on the weekend and stuff like that. I go places without my face on, and sometimes it's just nice to be natural, and sometimes it's nice to just wear all of the makeup and all of the face and all of the stuff. So I like both. I like to do it all. I'm gonna do a makeup tutorial with you guys sometime. I think that would be really fun. Hey, Billy Harris, whoop whoop. Billy's in the house. Billy's in the house. Billy, how are you doing today? You working hard? Billy's always working and doing something totally cool and fun, and she's such a busy doll lady. She has her Ruby Lane shop is Ashley's Dolls, and she also has a website called ashleysdolls.com, and she lives in North Carolina and has the most beautiful garden in the world. It's like, it's so special. Just even the pictures that she posts are just the most amazing pictures, and it's just wonderful. Bradley Justice is here. So yesterday, Bradley and I had another episode of our show. So Bradley and I actually have a show, and it's called What's in the Box. And Bradley is amazing with that. He will tell you exactly what is in the box, and it's not just Barbie stuff. It's like every kind of doll. So Barbie is of course Bradley's specialty. Yeah, we did have some technical difficulties yesterday, but Bradley and I are going to be practicing when we're in Baltimore in a couple weeks, and we're going to figure out how to get us both onto a live feed, how to bring Bradley on camera so that we can have both of us on camera at once and do a split screen, which will be really fun, I think. So anyway, I'm on here because I wanted to touch base. I can't wait for Baltimore either. I wanted to touch base with a lot of you because there's a lot of you in my feed, and sometimes or on my list, and I just want to know what you collect. I want to know what you like. So sometimes I'll post a China head and I get my China head people commenting, or I'll post miniatures, or I'll post Barbies and I get my Barbie people, and I have people that I am friends with. I have 2,100 of you, and it's so fun to have this community, but I want to get to know a little bit more about what you like and what you collect and what your specialty is. One, because I'm being selfish, I like to rely on a lot of people that have specialties. So my collectors, you guys know so much. So sometimes when I get something in that I know is a specialty of one of my friends, I save myself like hours of research and work, because I can just shoot a picture to one of my friends who is a collector. The collectors, you guys are the ones that are doing all the research, so you know what to collect, and you know what other collectors collect, because you guys are all like working together. And so within each collecting niche, there is, you guys have your own world, your own set of everything. So I have learned so much about Barbie just by being friends with Bradley, and I have learned a lot about collecting, a lot about early American like cloth dolls from knowing Lynette Gross. Oh, so there's a lot there. I want to know what you guys love and collect. So of course here at the shop there's a little bit of everything. So I'm gonna do a little pan, and when you see something that's like kind of up your alley, comment on it and say, that's what I do, because then I'm gonna make a list. And I'm gonna know what you guys all collect. Here I am sitting in front of some wonderful antique doll houses. This is a German Gottschalk house, and this is a lithograph on the outside. They're really, really, really cool. This one doesn't have any furniture or anything, but I really like houses and miniatures. The whole collecting miniature community is its own thing as well. So I love that within the doll world, there's things within things within things. We do have some dollhouses here that are actually really fun. Cindy Hammerquist loves dollhouses. Thank you, Bradley. I want to know what everyone likes, just so I can kind of keep an eye out for everybody, and so I can ask my friends what they got. Because when I get in things like that box of Barbie stuff yesterday, it was so fun to do our what's in the Barbie box show with Bradley. So here we are, just kind of chilling at the doll shop right now. I'm going to take you guys into the inner workings. One of the things I do that oh, Bob's here, everybody. We're on a live feed, by the way. This is Let Me Tell You About My Best Friend. So this is Bob Crane, everybody.
Everybody.
I think you do know Bob Crane. You've seen a lot of pictures. Oh, do we want to tag Bob in this video? Absolutely. Okay, he has been tagged. So Bob Crane has the Antique Exchange. I've done live videos with him across the street at the Antique Exchange. He is amazing, and he's my favorite thing that I've picked up on South Broadway. So he's here. We were looking at some jewelry. Do we have more jewelry to look at? Okay, here, I'm going to turn around. We're going to do a live presentation here. So tell me about this piece right here.
I just know it's set in sterling, but I don't know what the stones are.
Those are aquamarines.
Okay.
Are those mug shots? No, those are pictures for my passport that didn't make it. So yes, those are aquamarines.
And that's the one.
And this one right here, that's bone.
Bone?
Yeah, that's bone. Is that sterling as well?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the sign.
So if you collect jewelry, let me know. Yeah, that's bone.
Okay.
Bob just got a huge collection of vintage and antique jewelry that he has been pricing and curating.
Very nice.
I actually really like it on you. It's very Liberace. Yeah. So if you're in town and you want to check out Bob's jewelry, you can go to the Antique Exchange at 1500 South Broadway.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye. Sorry, I just got lipstick all over you.
That's okay.
Anyway, so here we are. I was going to take you into the inner workings. I just got a smooch on the lips from Bob Crane. I'm like on cloud 9 right now. So here we are, going back. This Shirley Temple was a basket case that she actually looks so much better now. Lucy did some incredible work on her. What are we doing right now, Luce?
Cleaning up this little Nippon Japanese doll. And then this is all ready for the photography when we take the nude pictures of the dolls.
Yes, we do. We take the nude pictures of the dolls, and then they go back to the beauty department, and then they get full pictures with the clothing and the whole nine. So this is our friend Linda Wall. And well, Linda, what are you working on right now?
Just a wooden. There's two of them.
And you're cleaning her. What are you using to clean her? Wow, she looks like she's covered in like a... What is that?
JoJo.
I was gonna say it looks like baby oil.
And it lifts it.
It lifts all the dirt off.
It lifts the dirt off, and a lot of times you can find out if something's been sprayed on it, and it will start lifting.
She's pretty.
She's going to be really pretty.
So yes, Bradley just said Dolly Heaven. It kind of is. It kind of is Dolly Heaven. It's definitely Doll Central. There's certainly a lot happening. So what do you collect, everybody? There are... there's probably a little bit of everything here. These two are interesting. I have talked about them many times in my videos. These are fake dolls. They are not like artist reproductions that are properly signed. These dolls were made to defraud, and they were made to fool people, and they did fool people. This one was purchased for tens of thousands of dollars. This is a K-Star R. Carl. He's pretty fabulous, but once you know, it's pretty easy to tell. Like I could spot him across the room as a fake. There's a lot of ways to tell. Usually the eyes give it away and the lips give it away. This one you can just kind of tell from the overall newness and kind of the feel. Once you really get used to an antique, you can tell just by, you could have your eyes closed and you could almost tell just by the way the bisque feels. But he's a very, very, very good fake on a nice antique body. Fabulous doll in real life. This is a very good fake Kaiser baby, I think. Yeah. No, the one, K-Star 100. But see, this one is properly signed. You see where it says Patty right there? This one is actually properly signed. So that one couldn't be passed off as a fake. But it is a good example of a fake. And we have several fakes here at the shop. So these we're going to be going through here. Oh, we cleaned that one out. Good thing. We have a lot to go through in the next, I don't know, couple years, where we're going to be kind of sorting. I'm going to get all of the Barbie stuff together and go through it with Bradley. This is a lot of the Ginny, Muffy. I see some Nancy Ann parts in here. Just all kinds of stuff. My friend Jamie just tuned in. Hi, Jamie. She has beautiful twins and she is expecting her third. It's so exciting. So exciting. Jamie used to do my hair back when she lived in Colorado. So we get a lot of comments about this wonderful terracotta bust that we have right here. She's really pretty. I don't know if that'll help. Ooh!
I made it worse.
A little bit. There we go. Yeah, she's fabulous. She's one of our favorite people here in the shop. Julie Blewis just tuned in, and Julie collects a little bit of everything, and she has some of the best examples of everything. It's on my bucket list to go see her collection when I am in Naples. Every time I come to Naples, she's always at her other place. So one day our paths are going to collide, I hope, Julie. So Julie has sent me some amazing pictures that I have been able to share in my presentations and stuff throughout the years, and it's been great. So here's what I'm dealing with right here. This is in back of my desk right now. This is all stuff that I am trying to sort through, and we're trying to, you know, slowly list. Here's the Barbies that we got yesterday. I'm most excited about the Julia doll. I think the Julia doll is gorgeous. She's really, really, really pretty. Bunch of silver right there. Those are just a couple little albis that came in with some other ones the other day. We call them slap and goes because we slap them up on the internet and they go really quick. This one came in and she was gonna throw it away, and I just was, even though she's fallen apart, she's just so sweet with her little original Flossy Flirt label and stuff. Little compo doll. But anyway, I really love cloth dolls. One of my first dolls that I purchased with my own money and on my own was a Voland Raggedy Ann. And I still love Voland Raggedy Anns. I do presentations on them, and I love the whole Raggedy Ann family, but I really love early Voland Raggedy Anns. I have a couple on top of my desk, and I really love Beloved Belindy. I really love black dolls. I really love character dolls, dolls that are like really crazy and making weird faces and not necessarily considered beautiful. I love the crazy weird dolls. Those are some of my very, very favorites. This is actually a really pretty Dresden piece. Look at this. A lot of doll collectors collect Dresden, and then they collect things that go along with kind of the doll culture. So this is a really fun piece. We put the Alexanders away. They're so cute sitting up there. And that's a sissy that we got in. That's Goatee Girl. Looking all fabulous in her outfit. So I'm excited to get the Barbie stuff together because Bradley and I are going to sort a lot of it. Like, I mean, send help. It's all, you know, we know where pretty much everything is for the most part. Now, are you into Nancy Ann's? Okay. Bradley, are you here with us? Here's a Barbie drawer. This is all Barbie clothes, though. Okay, Bradley's here. I mean, obviously we have... Bradley can't wait to get in my drawers. And Bradley is a man that I just cannot wait to get into my drawers either. I am so looking forward to it, which I can't say for any other men, really. So, check it out. Can't open that one. This is all the clothing, which a lot of the Barbie clothing is, you know, harder to find than the dolls sometimes. Hi, Melissa from Australia. You like wax dolls? I love wax dolls. Love, love, love wax dolls. They are, a lot of them are just such wonderful survivors. Well, I'm going to do that a little bit better. Glad you're tuning in all the way from Australia. Right now, we're just kind of rooting around because doll people appreciate it. Am I right? I feel like I can kind of show you the messes and the behind the scenes because doll people understand that your work is never done. You're always working on it. And you can't really get rid of anything. You kind of have to save it for the right time and the right place. And yeah, your job is just never done. Here's some of our books. Let me turn around so you can see. These are just a few. Here's all of our Barbie books, Alexander books, and just kind of our mid-century books. And then all of our other antique books are in another cupboard over here. What are you working on, Stan?
About 8 things at once.
Yeah, Stanley works on a lot of things at once. Right now he's gluing. I just said to give her a spit bath, but now it looks like she's getting a full reconstruction over here.
The arm fell off and it's foam rubber, so I'm using a plastic epoxy to try to get that arm back on. And then I sculpted this hand for this one.
Check this out. This is amazing.
So she was missing her left hand.
So there's an original hand. She was missing her left hand.
And here's the one I made.
And that's the one that Stanley sculpted. Amazing.
Carved. However, I'm having a hard time getting, because it swivels this way and this way. It swivels 2 ways. And I got this down, but then this part was too small and I had to build it up again and redo it. so that it has a stopping point inside, because it stops. It just doesn't go around, it stops. And that has to be lined up right with this pin here. So I messed it up, so I'm redoing that part right there.
There's a lot that goes into the art of conservation and restoration, and we are so fortunate to have Stanley to do all of our work.
I'm working on the colors still a little, but
I think it looks fabulous.
so I had to kind of work with it a while to understand the style of the original artist and the way to attack the hand, because it was just a block of wood at first. So you have to really look at what they did and what their mind was thinking and use the right kind of wood.
Right. You have to think about what the original artist was thinking, which...
See the style they used on the fingers?
Check it. Yep.
And the way they blocked them off square. And the way you can almost see, it's like the brush strokes. You can see the carved lines. And I was trying to pay attention to that once I got it close. You know what I mean? And the straightness of the fingernails.
Yeah, it looks great.
Thing. Just trying to, you got to really pay respect to the original person and their style and try to mimic that.
I think it looks just fantastic.
To do a museum
I agree.
restoration.
Yeah, we do all of any restoration. Of course, we fully disclose in any listings, but it is truly museum quality. And Stanley has been working on his restoration, preservation,
30 years.
craft, for over 30 years. And he started doing furniture restoration, and my mom was like, hey, you're really good at that. Can you build a hand for a doll? And he was like, I guess I'll try. And now he does full-time doll restoration for us. So we're very fortunate to have Stanley and his wonderful restoration skills that he puts into play all the time.
Sometimes it's just stuff anybody could do, and sometimes it's stuff that takes a lot of
time and effort. Yeah.
A lot of attention to detail.
A lot of attention to detail, for sure.
Fixing a toe right here.
There's a little toe touch-up.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a little plastic surgery clinic.
No, it's not.
So when deciding, whether to restore, what to do, sometimes that can be a hard thing to do, a hard decision to make, because we always want to save everything, and then you have to think about what you can possibly sell it for, and the amount that you want to invest in dolls. So as far as like restoration, it just depends on the doll. It really, really depends on the doll. If you have any questions, like usually with most dolls, we try to keep everything about it, maintain all of the originality, always 100%. And so what we do is just bring out their natural beauty, kind of like how you should do makeup. You don't want to be a different person. You want to just have your natural beauty shine, right? So you just, get a little bit, just a little touch here and there. So if you guys are tuning in, I started the video because I want to know what you collect. And right now I'm just kind of going around showing all the different things that people collect. And we've got a little bit of everything. And we're busy. We've got show and huts. We've got wood dolls. We've got teddy bears. Jill Christofferson, you collect baby dolls. Awesome. Do you collect like mid-century vintage ones, or do you like antique baby dolls? Baby dolls are a good thing to buy. You get a lot of bang for your buck with a baby doll.
Just make them do it.
Hello.
Hi. When you get a chance, would you be able to show me something?
Absolutely. Hey Stan, can you grab Paul to show a piece of jewelry?
I have some I just mixed up.
So we've got paper maches. Here's a wax. This is a really fabulous paper mache. I really like her with her crazy hairdo. A lot of people that like wax also like paper mache. I like Christmas a lot too. Pretty much like every holiday. I'm gonna go get Paul. Hang tight. Where's Paul? Oh, Paul, would you mind showing a piece of jewelry out front? No, go ahead. So I'm gonna show you a wall of heads right now. Hang on. So, you know, the whole world of dolls is multifaceted. There's so much that goes into it and so much that is involved. By the time that you see a doll, say, being listed on Ruby Lane in a gorgeous antique outfit with the right shoes and the right body and the right hair and the right everything, sometimes they just come like that and it's just fabulous. But a lot of times it takes people that do dolls. Sometimes it can take weeks, months to get the right doll on the right head with the right body, and especially the right clothes. Clothes are so important. I bought 3 dolls yesterday that were in some reproduction clothes and they were just awful. But Kathy Stahl, not sure how that sounds. I'm not sure what you're talking about, my dear. Don't get me wrong, when I talk about everything that goes into doing dolls, I love it. It's an adventure. It's something to do every day. And we're actually quite organized here, even though it kind of doesn't look like it. Here's a bunch of Tiffany art glass along with some Steuben and Lalique. Kind of funny. I usually lose service when I go up here, but I just wanted to give you guys a little peek. I just showed you a wall of heads. Check out the wall of bodies. So, anyway, when my mom started doing dolls, she had no idea that she was going to do dolls. She started out in the antique industry, and she had an antique store on South Broadway. And then her mother, my grandmother, collected dolls. So when my mom would go to estate sales, she would look for dolls for my grandmother. And she got these fabulous dolls for my grandmother once. And then my grandmother up and just said one day, I don't want to do dolls anymore. I'm done collecting dolls. And my mom had these dolls. And she was like, well, shoot, what am I going to do with them? And she put them in her antique store, and they ended up selling like something like the next day. Like they sold immediately. Somebody came in and bought them. So my mom, being the very smart businesswoman that she is, thought, oh, well, this doll thing might be something that I should look further into. And she bought some books, and she started studying, and she started going to every estate sale that she possibly could, and any place that she could do dolls. And she went across the country, and she went into attics, and she went into basements, and she worked really hard to find all the dolls everywhere, and she brought them here. Our first shop was up the street, and then 30 years ago she opened up this location. So she rents out her first shop, and we are here. When she moved in here, she felt like it was like the biggest store ever, and she could never fill it. And now we have enough inventory to literally fill 4 shops, probably, to be honest. But so when the doll bug gets you, it just kind of takes hold, and then you're off on a pretty wild ride. I really love this stove. I think every doll collection needs a stove, a little cast iron stove like that. Of course, every collection, no matter what it is, needs some fine art. Oh, thank you, Kathy, for clarifying. Bradley and I have a pretty funny sense of humor. This is photography, so dolls get photographed beautifully for the internet. There's just always something happening. Anyway, it was fun to chat, and tell me what you're an expert in, what you love. And I'm always going to be on the hunt, but it's nice to know what your specialty lies in. So I think it's nice to know a little bit about something, but then to have a specialty is really good, because then you can kind of really get into the nitty gritty and really focus in on things. So it was fun chatting with you and giving you a little bit of the behind the scenes. I know that was kind of rough and tumble, and it was very raw, but it's real life, right? It's fun to do. It's fun to show a little bit of the real life, because everything I feel like these days is very put through a lot of filters. It's very, I don't know what the words I'm trying to say is, but like, you know, the Instagram and the Facebook world where everything just looks like so perfect and edited, highly edited. I mean, I do love all that stuff, but also like we're all on the same bus, right? We're all on the same roller coaster. So let's just hold hands and go together. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great Friday. I'll check in with you next week, and have a wonderful Labor Day weekend. Bye.